Hello everyone, my name is NFT Drafter on Discord 7110. I'm going to make a video here to kind of simplify, give a audio visual recording of the Google document that I'm outlining here that'll probably take me, I don't know, 2 maybe 3 weeks to complete, so I can get this video out to the community and just get some feedback on it before we send it off to our partners and get some feedback from them as well. So the entire collaboration and the concept of Pinmaster is, like I said here, it says Pinmaster is as much a marketing paradigm shift as it is a video game. And what that really means is there's a video game behind it, and the video game is fun. We've had people playing it for 3 months, and even though we're in a beta, and even though it's just practice mode, we have a really high retention. I mean, pretty much every person that started playing on day one, maybe 90% is still playing here 2.5 months later, or 2 months later, when we haven't had the bells and whistles that we hope to have at this point. So I think the proof of the game's joy and just you know simplicity of it and maybe routine of it has been proven. And when we add these other features soon, it's going to be pretty exciting. But the main concept is bowl in real life and earn an NFT. And if we are fortunate enough to partner with some bowling companies, their their main benefit is this is the marketing campaign. We come together. They use the network, the vast network they have of 700 bowlers, and thousands or hundreds of bowling alleys across the United States, along with media sources and just the full might of the bowling community as well as the might of the NFT community, and just market that if you go bowl this weekend, you'll be able to, or ever, anytime, you'll be able to receive a free digital asset. And even as of now, we've had some assets sell. I guess I don't know what the highest one sold for here, but we've had some sell for, I think, we've had over $100,000 in sales. Well, it's 100,000 wax, so $27,000 in sales. And I think you can check the highest one. So we've had assets sell for $287 at this point, and the lowest listed one now is 925. So in the beginning, when people were selling them, they weren't completely aware of the value that they're going to bring on a long-term thing. So the new price is 925, but the point is that what the bowling our partners can do is just market this thing and say, if you come bowl, you can get a free digital asset, and some of them have sold for $287. So you go bowl by yourself, or you pay $8 at some places are a lot more expensive, but with one by my place is $8 for shoes and 2 hours of bowling, and you can get a digital asset worth $287. And by the time we go through this 8-step list, you'll see there'll be a lot more digital assets that potentially sell for as much or more. And as the game grows, these assets are going to gain value as well. So the entire premise of it is just it's more about focusing on marketing, focusing on getting people in the bowling alleys. And I guess if we want to talk about the genesis of Pinmaster and how it got started, is we were contacted by someone who purported to work for the IBF or be associated with the IBF, and had been tasked with the goal of increasing real world bowling across the globe by 1% in 5 years. And you know, we thought with NFTs, with video games, with this entire concept, that we can really just blow by that. We can get it up 3-4% in a matter of a year. A year from start to finish. And again, we're at maybe month 5 total from the concept to now. And this is how we intend to do that. We intend to increase real world bowling. I don't know, I'm just arbitrarily saying 3%, and any of the people in the bowling industry will benefit from that. And also it'll be, again, just a big push, to get people to go out and do things in the real world. And we have lots of plans for adopting this over. And so if we look at step 1, which is create Pinmaster, let's see if I have it's a play to earn bowling game. You come in every day, you click a button, you join these 10-man tournaments. You have a bunch of bowlers. Lots of people probably on average have 15 bowlers. You can click a button and bowl up to, I think, you bowl one bowler at a time, but he can bowl 20 matches, and I'll show you here in a second. It goes pretty quick. So you can bowl some matches, and at the time, and when the game's live, we're still in beta. You'll be doing 10-man matches where you either win pins, which can be traded for currency or kept to use to improve your bowlers or to buy assets, to buy equipment like the gloves and shoes and things of that nature. So you can bowl 7 matches and earn pins. Then you can use pins to enter another 10-man match where you earn experience, and experience improves your bowler. As people are playing now, they're getting free experience. So even though the game is in beta longer than we wanted, it's a real benefit to the players because they're able to gain free EXP instead of having to go, do the whole earn pins and even buy pins in order to earn experience. They just earn it every day for logging in. Um, sorry, I didn't mean. And then the main hook of Pinmaster is that each week there's a cash prize tournament, and your bowler that you improve once you get them up to the professional level, they'll be bowling for to start $1,000 prize pool, and it's a free to enter. So if you had 100 bowlers and they were all professional, you'd throw 100 bowlers in there, and they'd bowl 3 matches. And depending on how you coach your bowler and what style of play, you could be, going the high risk, high reward, shooting for first place, or try and play it more safe and just make sure you consistently win money with the still having a chance of getting first place. And you just come in every week and have a fun time seeing the tournament. And I'll show you a sample of a tournament that we have, running with our other game at this time, and we're still finalizing that, which is needed in order to launch Pinmaster. So again, when the game's live, you'll be able to play. There's lots of things we can do as well here, I guess. So I really probably need to add some things to our list. But when you go to the alley, there part of the application will be you could sign up with come on to Pinmaster. You could sign up with 4 friends, and these could be people who live in different parts of the world, and anywhere in the world that has a participating alley. And again, if we partner up with any of the bowling people that we've been in contact with, that will be done. In America, we'll be in every bowling alley, and it won't be hard to get in the others after that. But so you and 5 friends or 4 friends from around the world, you sign up on the app. You set a time, 24 hours, 3 days, whatever the parameter would be, and then you go bowl in real life, and the scores can be reflected in the application. So you kind of play against your friends, and you can do it obviously in real time. Meet at 7 o'clock at the alleys, and just kind of play in real life against each other, even though you're far away. And just that connectivity is something that I think will increase engagement, and it's not part of our, pitch. It's not really part of the plan for. So I guess we need to add that though because it is pretty good. I just don't know where that would go. Way down here somewhere, I guess we'll just go see if we can put a 9 and put, okay. So, at the alley, that was what that'll be. And then also fantasy bowling. Again, we have a fantasy football game, and we're outlining the basketball version, and we want to add bowling. I mean, why is the NFL watched so much in America? There's an argument to be say that the main reason that it's watched is for fantasy sports and for gambling. I mean, it's before it was teams and pride of city, and a lot of that is kind of just doesn't exist as much as it did 50 years ago. And people play for their own personal benefits, their own personal joys, and we think bowling could has the same opportunity to grow by engaging people in a fantasy sports. And we will use the same model we use for NFT draft, which we'll go over here in a second. So um, we'll just look and we'll just show you what we have here going today. So a fun thing is everyone in our community created the bowlers. We had a character creation suite where you could come in and basically mix and match and make any of these bowlers. And these are bowlers. These are the NFTs that people buy here. Let's see if I could go here and show you some of them. These here are all made with the filter, but here's one somebody uploaded, and I'm pretty sure that's an NFT from their collection. Here's a guy took some pictures of his friends or from somewhere. But, don't know what that is. This here is some custom art. One of our people made. I've never seen that one before, so it's really fun to find something new even this far. When I've been watching it this much. Same with this. I've never seen this bottle before. But all this is custom art. And Baby Blue made a ton of really beautiful art. And here we have one of our friends. They have their own project, the San Vegas Casino Club, and a lot of their people came in and made art, and some of the owners of their project came in and made some art. So these are all the bowlers. This is one of the things you can get when Bowl in Real Life and Earn an NFT goes live. You can come in here and get a bowl, and you can see there, it's a nice find. I mean, you come in and even the low ones are $4. So if you go bowl, you're going to get something free, and there's a good chance you get one of these bowlers. And not only are they $4 if you want to just cash out, but it's something that you can use to play our game. So you come in, you have to create a Wax wallet, and that will be something, a learning curve for some people. And I mean, it's a 4-minute learning curve, but when this is live, people can create characters, and for the next card batch, next pack sale, which will probably be once a year, their bowlers will now be included in the pack, and people can find them, and you earn a royalty for that. For your contribution for creating art inside of our game, you earn a royalty. And like I said, we've seen tons of custom art here, and it really was just a great outlet for artists and for people who just want to promote their products. This year is another collection. People want to promote their projects. They want to share their art. Like this. I mean, again, I think that looks amazing, and it's just really nice to see all of this custom art done, and people's choices with our machine. So when we have just lots of hopes for this. Some of these people, like here, you can see it's a whole series inside of a series, and the creator of this custom coyote has the ability to like give people um, bonuses personally, and they do things where if you have their card and bowl it up to a prestige level, the first 10 people to do that get something, and the people every time you do it, you get a piece of equipment or something of that nature. So there's a lot of like incentives that are even outside of our scope, and we're going to have lots of incentives to make people play the game. But even outside of the scope, there'll be incentives done by community players because they benefit when you bowl up their bowler and win money. So if you come play the game, you'll see here people. These are all the bowlers that are in this wallet. I just play for testing purposes. I won't, obviously take any cash or anything like that. But you can see here, this is a famous NFT from a collection, and I know the person that made this, and it's one of their NFTs. And here's one of the other people's dogs. And there's a lot of pets, and pets are really sought after, so it's not a bad idea to add your pet. But this is the demo mode, and what you do is you come in, you click quick play, and before we even do that, I'll show you here, like there's statistics, and as you gain levels, every time you gain a level, you get 5 skill points, and you can add them wherever you'd like. And lots of people add them to stamina because it allows you start off bowling 3 games. If you have more stamina, each means you can bowl a different game each day. You can look at your match history. Oh, I guess it doesn't show me, but oh yeah, because we haven't done. So this is still practice mode, but see, so my scores are pretty low because my guy isn't the highest level bowler, but you can be level 80. So once you get 80, you should be bowling much higher. But the main premise of the game is that you have the lowest score I can bowl is a 20, the highest I can bowl is a 168, and every time I gain a level, I can add 5 points. I can bowl 20 games a day. This will increase my chance of strikes. This will increase my chance of picking up spares. This will increase my chance of getting better NFTs when I bowl later on, and when the game is live. At getting first place, you get random drops. I think it's a 2% chance to get a random NFT, which you just get free from playing the game all day. But you can add luck points and get that up to, I think, 10%, maybe somewhere between 8 and 12%. I don't know the final number. Remember the final number we settled on, but you add points to luck, and you just increase the quality of the NFTs you get and the opportunities you have of getting them. You get 4 times more. Here you can put equipment together on these, which I've never done. But if you come on here and you put 8 to power, when you do this, we take possession of it so that people can't equip the balls and then sell them, behind the back end, and then you buy a ball that can't be used in the game because someone else is already using it. So again, you can equip your stuff here, improve your bowler. You can add points to improve your bowler, and then you enter 10-man matches, and they're a little bit more intricate than here. But for now, you hit this quick play. Bam! You just bowled all 20 of your matches. In the start, the very first day we released that doing 20 matches was probably a 15-minute ordeal. Now it's 3.5 seconds, 2 seconds. So I mean, you just come through once a day, and these will be 10-man matches, but they won't be so limited. Like right now, you're just getting free experience, but when the game goes live, when it's doing its thing, you'll be able to buy more pins, use pins, earn pins, and then spend those pins to continue playing, even once you've used. I guess you'll need pins to play more than your free matches daily. But again, it's up to your stamina, and sometimes in these here, just kind of playing around with this bowler here. I didn't add anything to stamina because I'm just going to focus on trying to get the high score, the low score, and probably strikes. And then I'll have one where I focus just on luck, so that I can gain them more equipment and stuff like that. And again, this is all just for testing purposes on this end. But this is the game as it sits now. We will have let's see where we at here. We will have something. So we'll have a tournament style each week. And the 10-man tournaments you'll come on and play. Go back here. The 10-man tournaments you'll come and play every day. So you'll come in, you'll click this. It shouldn't take you long. Even if you have a bunch of bowlers, just keep click, 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 click. And again, these will be all given away and such, which is why they're all level zeros and don't get played. But you just come in every day. You'll click your matches. You'll earn pins. They'll show up here. Then you can use those pins and enter different matches and earn experience and level your bowlers up and get ready for the weekly tournament. Now the weekly tournament is our big fun event, and actually we'll have an annual tournament that'll be the real major event, and it will coincide with the World Cup of Bowling, which is in November. So that'll be a big time. Again, I think we take 2% of all prize pool funding, all pins earned, and then pile it up for that big end of year event, in which we'll hopefully be adding. We'll be adding our regular money no matter what, but hopefully we'll be able to add some additional prize pool to that from sponsors and other things of that sort. So the weekly prize pool will be very similar to our second game, which is NFT draft, and really the stuff being use our cards for that game. The stuff being designed for that game will the tournaments being designed for NFT draft are being modified now for um, yeah, Pinmaster. So basically, this is when you click play now. You'll come in here. You'll log in. And these are our tournaments. This will be very similar to what we'll see in Pinmaster. There'll be $600 up for grabs. First place will get half of that. So first place we'll mix it up in the future, but to start for first place will always get 50% of the prize pool. So again, you come in, you play each week, you improve your bowlers, you come in, you put 50 of them into this tournament, and you you're shooting for first. You're shooting for that $300 prize, and 20% of all money spent on packs goes to fund this tournament, as well as 40% of all secondary market sales goes to fund this tournament. So these will grow as we grow, and by the time we get to step 8 here, we're going to see some really big. Or I guess now it's 9. But we're going to see some. Well, it's 8 in this case, but once we're going to see some nice hefty prize pools, and getting your bowlers built up today is going to help improve all of that. So that is basically step 1, and I was thinking of just making a whole long video with all this, but now it kind of sounds like it'd just be too much. So we're just going to keep it with create Pinmaster. That this is an overview video of Pinmaster. You'll let's see. Let's go here again. Just people come here, they'll check out the game. This is a really fun NFT, and there's still one in our packs. Um, Again, you can buy packs, you can unpack, you can get the beta, you can start earning experience now, and it's going to be something that pays off in the future date. Come in, do your bowlers, get ready for the weekly tournaments, and everything else to come. So we'll call that the end of video number 1 that has to do with an overview of Pinmaster and how Pinmaster works in the gameplay and the future benefits it will have when you bowl in real life and earn an NFT, because in this case you will get one NFT when you bowl, and that NFT will come from one of 3 collections, which I will go on to explain here in the next videos. But it also will be, if you bowl consecutive weeks, you increase your chance for rarities. So if you go bowl, once every few months, like I do, probably once every 6 weeks I've been going, and I'm getting really good. I've been doing that two-handed, not using the holes, two-handed. I'm getting some good spin and really enjoying it, really enjoying going. But what you'll do is you just get a common NFT from one of the 3 collections. Now, if you bowl for 2 weeks in a row, just one game each week, on that third week, now you have the ability to get a rare card, a rare NFT. And then 4 weeks, on the fifth week, you'll have it for an epic and a legendary and a mythical and etc. And like again, that card you saw it sold for $287. That one sold. That was a mythical. And again, so if you play in a league or if you get your buddies and you go from your friends and you play around with each other around the world and you just go once a week, you will be helping the bowling industry, which is what our main pitch here is. But you'll also be helping yourself by increasing the pull from when you find a free NFT. The rarities will be open and available to you, and that's how you're going to get these really valuable cards that sure you can sell, but even moreover you can use to compete every single week for 52 weeks a year for, in this scenario, a $314 prize. And again, they're I don't know. It depends how many people, obviously, but you're going. I mean, I don't know about winning first, but you're going to win money often playing this game, and it's always going to be fun. And we have some pretty neat video clips for when we get down, because basically the tournament will function a little bit differently than FT Draft because it's more of a fun event, and it's more of a not fun. It's the wrong word because that's a tremendous blast playing an FT Draft, but it's more of a like we can do anything we want with it. This is our design, and what we intend to do is have the first tournament run, and it'll be a full day event, and there'll be 3 different rounds that go throughout the day, and announcements, and just fun stuff for where how your bowler's doing, and he'll get his little break, and he'll come back in and bowl a second round, and the top 10 won't get paid. It won't be like you get first place in the big tournament you win. No, we'll take the top 10 and we won't even show who's what. It'll just say top 10. We won't let you know who's got that because it's irrelevant in that first round. But what that first round will do is delineate who goes again in the second day, and then the second day we'll have just more of a spotlight on you, a spotlight on your bowlers, and the matches will be streamed on Twitch, and people can participate in that, win prizes, cheer on their bowlers, do whatever they'd like. And so there's just so much more coming, and I really encourage you to watch the next video. Just put it on your playlist, watch it, because each one of these has things that, again, have never been done before. And all of this, along with I'll probably at number 14 or so by the time we get done here, because all of this integrates into one ecosystem that we hope impacts bowling for for life, for the extent of the internet and the extent of bowling. As long as those two things are around, and we hope that Pinmaster becomes a hub and home for entertainment for the sport and other sports in the future. So this is the first video. Again, I encourage you to come and watch the second one, which I'll talk about this creation of professional bowlers, and we'll go down this list. It'll be quite a bit shorter until we start getting down here, but all of these is going to have something I think that kind of, I don't know, impresses you and is fun. So we'll hope to see you there, and check us out at pinmaster.io. Make sure to join our Discord, which is discord.gg/pinmaster. All right, have a good day.